Wonderful. So I'm sure you all know that we are standing in the entrance hall of the castle, which means there's something very special behind these doors. Now, speaking of special, do we have any birthdays? Yes? Yes, I heard a very loud yes. If you would like to make your way forward, don't wait for me, just come forward. Yeah, if you'd like to come. So I'm going to each put my hand on the door there for me. If you would like to open the door, you can stand right here. There's space on the other door as well. Yes, come right here, yeah, perfect. Wonderful. Yeah, space here. Go on. Right, me and my helpers are going to greet you with the very words that Harry had when he first arrived at the castle. Welcome to Hogwarts. And if you guys give it a gentle push for me, push forward. Wonderful, give them a round of applause and please join me in the Great Hall. Yes, this is the Great Hall. Just over there, what's brought over piece by very precious piece for you all to see today. Now please don't stop in those doorways, keep on coming in. We can put over 400 cast and crew in here, so we can certainly fit all of you guys. And once we get those Great Hall doors shut, they make for an excellent photo opportunity. Now, as you'll see when you are coming in, we are dressed and ready for the sorting ceremony as seen in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, complete with 400 floating candles right above your heads, just as it would have been done in early production. Now, I say early production as this method didn't last very long, however, we did use real candles, yes. They had their own fuel reservoir and wick so they could burn live on set. However, the Great Hall was going to be a fairly drafty set with few issues. Often the flames would flicker and burn through the wires that they were suspended by, causing them to drop down onto the tables below. Not so safe for you was enchanted and done by visual effects. But below you, the floor, if you give it a nice big stomp for me. Wonderful, yes, that is Brill York flagstone, as used in broadcasts of cathedrals across England. Filmmakers realised that this floor would go through a lot of wear and tear, so using Brill stone was the one way to make it last. And it survived some iconic scenes, even including the sorting ceremony, which I said for any of my fellow helpers, just beside me here in the centre, you will see the uniform Cedric Diggory wore during the Triwizard Tournament. My favourite, this one right beside me, is Daniel Radcliffe's very first set of Wizarding robes that he wore in Harry Potter with the number in it. If you have one of our studio tour passports, you are looking for 7 stunning locations around the tour. Your first one will be at the Gryffindor Common Room, which if you do not already have a passport, that is where you'll be. Thank you so much for listening.
This material one was soaked and compressed overnight, and then it was patched up to really make it look ancient and look like it was sorted thousands upon thousands of students. Then the visual effects version was animated to lip sync to Leslie Gross's voice, and with editing, that is how we made a sorting hat come to life. Alright, thanks for listening everybody. Now, your time to go home will slowly come to an end, so I'm just going to give you some quick pointers now. If you have digital guides with you, you're looking for circular discs with numbers on them, the first butterbeer and butterbeer ice cream in the back of our cafe, which is halfway through the tour. Thanks so much everybody, enjoy the rest of the time in the Great Hall, and enjoy seeing the rest of the sets in the most magical gold series in the world. Take care.
Robbie Coltrane, who stood at about 6'2". He would have worn this costume just here. However, 6'2" isn't too tall compared to everybody else on set. So if we put Robbie as Hagrid, Hagrid would just look, well, normal sized. So the secret to creating a half giant was we had a second actor who also played Hagrid. He was a size double and his name was Martin Bayfield. Now that might sound familiar because he's actually an English ex-rugby international player. And he stands at 6'10" without any additional support. However, we decided that wasn't quite all enough. So this is the suit that Martin would have wore, and as well as having stilts in the shoes, he had a giant padded foam costume just to give him some extra bulk, as well as a fake Hagrid's head that resembled Robbie Coltrane's, which took Hagrid to a staggering 7'6" during filming. Now, this head is what we used in the first two films, and it is something we affectionately refer to as a dead head. It's nothing sinister, it just means it looks like Robbie's, it looks like real skin, but it can't actually move. So we would use Martin Bayfield's Hagrid when we needed to show just how big Hagrid was compared to everything and everybody else. If you look to the screen on my right, for example, you can see when he's pulling the Christmas tree across the Hogwarts grounds and when he's waving goodbye to the students at Hogsmeade Station. However, as the films progressed, our new directors wanted more from Hagrid. We wanted more from the friendly half-giant. So by the time the fourth film rolled around, Mike Newell, our director, asked, "Can you make Hagrid smile?" And we said no. But give us a little bit of time and we'll figure something out. So working very closely with the head of creature effects, Nick Dudman, and a wonderful man by the name of Joe Scott, the animatronic Hagrid's head was born. Now animatronic is a very fancy word for robotic. So basically, at the push of a button, Hagrid can frown, smile, look from side to side, wrinkle his nose, and even move his mouth. And it was all controlled using this remote behind the scenes by Joe Scott. Just check to see if it's moving. There we go. Now, Martin Bayfield's face is not as big as our Hagrid's head here. So if you look once again to the screen on my right hand side, you can see him getting into costume. Not only does it take two people to help pop the head in place, but also it's far too big for Martin's face. Or so it seems. But Joe Scott created the inside so that it would fit Martin's face perfectly. What he had to do was say them and the mask would move along in time with what he was saying. Now, two people to get into a heavy costume with lots of additional pieces, it's also incredibly hot in there, and of course actor safety is one of our priorities. So to keep Martin nice and cool, we had some fans underneath his neck, some ventilation just at the back underneath where the wig ended, and my personal favourite was that this foam suit over here had a series of pipes to see in that suit. So Martin would have also wanted an earpiece similar to mine just here that our directors could talk to him through and tell him if he needed to move slightly to the left, to the right, or just take a few steps back. Now there's a couple of things in here I haven't discussed yet, and that's our props. Now we have two very different sized Hagrids, actually 18% size different Hagrids, so we have two different sized props. Now the smaller ones would have been used by Robbie Coltrane, and the larger ones would have been used by Martin Bayfield's Hagrid, as well as the children when they were interacting with any Hagrid-sized objects. Now, we also use a very fun psychological trick called forced perspective to make it seem as if Robbie Coltrane was far bigger than he actually was. Wherein you place someone close to the camera and they look much bigger than they are, and place someone further away and they look absolutely tiny. And you can try some forced perspective for yourself over our Hagrid's table demonstration just over there if you'd like. But before you go and try that for yourself, I highly recommend you go and join my wonderful colleague Claire as she shows you one of our favourite scenes from the early films. Take it away, Claire.
Phrase that I will get to later. So here, when we were talking about how they did special effects and visual effects, you may have heard both of those terms are quite often used interchangeably, but they are very, very different things. A special effect is anything real, anything physical that happens in the real world, whereas a visual effect is anything digital that is made on a computer, much like CGI. A lot of the Harry Potter films were done using special effects. The head of the special effects team, John Richardson, was incredible at coming up with ways to make the magic as real as possible. In fact, it was only in the 5th film that they had their very first fully digital set. It was the memory hall in the Order of the Phoenix, where they go to find the prophecy of Harry Potter. First fully digital set. So here we do have an example of a special effect, something that really, really happened. Do you all remember this class?
Yeah.
Do you remember the motion?
Yeah.
It's a swish and flick. So in just a second, you're going to do your very own attempt at swishing and flicking. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Mildly embarrassing. That's what I go for. So we're going to do a swish and flick. Do you all remember what to say?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yes, indeed. But let's remember, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. So, on the count of three, if we all give it our best swish and flick and say Wingardium Leviosa. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Terrible, terrible, a lot of you. Try it again, really enunciate that Wingardium Leviosa. Give it a big swish and flick for me. Here we go, 1, 2, 3.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Great fun to me watching you all do that. You all look so mortified. You did it, fantastic job. Now, as I'm talking about special effects, I have to tell you that it is, of course, your magic. Although you were magic at saying Wingardium Leviosa. It is, in fact, a very fine tungsten wire attached to our feather, which is in itself attached to a fishing rod. Literally, a fishing rod. In fact, if you have a look just back here, in the corner, you will see the fishing rod that was used to do that trick. Now, in filming, it was not a very cool-looking robotic rig like we have here. It was, in fact, John Richardson, the head of the special effects team, standing at the side of the set, holding the fishing rod and fishing while Hermione Granger said a line. So we do have lots more special effects to show you throughout the tour today, as well as some details about the visual effects. But please do keep a look out for them. If you head into the Forbidden Forest next, we have a very large 8-legged.
Far too expensive, so we went back to using CNC cut MDF, and then we put it through a very expensive paint process. It's about 5 or 6 colours in each of the tunnels, and then we finished off with different lacquers to create the shadings on the atrium. It was quite hard to get the finishes in the time given. It pushed us to the limit.
I'm glad we did put in as much effort and attention to the quality of the paintings that we did. It's brilliant.
So this has got more enclosed.
Don't know, but wait a minute, because these guys will shift.
Yeah, because last time you didn't clock them up there, but I did. So that's why you and Millie, you know what? So I knew something would be in there.
Do you know who these are?
Ginny's.
Yeah. Colin. Phoebe.
Lingo.
He's on the street. He's on the street. The people went.
Very clever.
It's Aquaman and Aunt Nine.
It is.
Hey, look, who's on film? Dudley. That's Dudley. It's Dudley.
I didn't even see that.
Harry.
I took his position.
Who are you? Don't be in the house.
Not to be rude or anything, but this isn't a great time for me to have a house up in my bedroom.
Smile. He's so cool. Oh, way up. This is like my favourite. Yeah. I love it. You want the photo with the goblin out of all of them. These stamps should be around here somewhere. Hannah, do you want to get a picture? Yes. We need to get like a picture outside one.
I hear that again, it's a yikes.
Hannah, do you remember Strictly did this? Strictly? Oh yeah.
Hay que esperar a la máxima de la